Welcome back to Man the Helm. Today we are checking out the Tumpus Fuzz from Monkey Riot pedals. So I've done two interviews with Mike Purcell over at Monkey Riot. The first one was when we first met just via the interwebs, and the second one I actually got to sit down at Tone Central Station and hang out and see his newest line of pedals. Mike actually let me have a prototype of the Tempus, and this was one of the most awesome pedals because I didn't know what to do with it. There are so many wild sounds in here. And it was just one of those where I haven't had that with a pedal where I have like a stock sound that I get to use, and now all of a sudden I don't have a stock sound. I've got to search for something. Made it really fun to mess with the settings, try to find stuff that worked, try to find stuff that maybe didn't work in a traditional sense but really works in certain contexts. And the Tempus Fuzz checks all those boxes. For this, I'll be using my JT300. That'll be going into the Tempus Fuzz. That'll be going into my Rev D20. Other than that, no other crazy stuff is going to be happening with this. All right, so all set up and ready to go. No reverb, no nothing like that, just a pretty sterile, clean tone. So let's get everything up at noon and see what this thing can do. Okay, interesting. So as you can see on the setup, we have volume, balance, and saturation on the top row, and then we have a shape, a time, and a recycle on the bottom row. And then we also have this mod switch right here, along with a halftime switch. We also do have a loop back, as it's on like a momentary thing. So Monkey Riot brings you... So Monkey Riot gives you this little awesome manual. So we're going to go through everything and kind of talk about what it does. Volume's pretty straightforward. It's going to control the overall output of the pedal itself. So the balance actually blends between the fuzz and the echo. If you want to reduce it, you get more of the echo effect. So let's throw a little bit of this echo on, turn up the recycle just a little bit. Turn this balance all the way to the right. So yeah, it's definitely more of that. Let's turn that time all the way down to see if we can just get the really quick, almost like a robotic slap. And really only noticeable when you're really articulate with it. But if you were just to kind of strum chords along with it. Yeah, so playing some chords along with it and even playing some lead lines with it, it's really not noticeable. So let's go ahead and turn this maybe up just the center so we get kind of a mix of the fuzz and the delay. Turn up that time just a little bit. And then we'll get a little bit of the fuzz. And really only noticeable when you're really articulate with it. But if you were just to kind of strum chords along with it. Yeah, so playing some chords along with it, it's really not noticeable. So let's go ahead and turn this maybe up just the center so we get kind of a mix of the fuzz and the delay. Turn up that time just a little bit. just have most of the delay. Turn everything down, see what we get. Really cool on that balance. So let's take a look at some of the other knobs that we have on here. The next one, this one right here, we have saturation. So it adjusts the fuzz intensity and the timbre. At lower settings, bass is reduced and it does interact with the recycle. So these two kind of interact together. So let's hear what we got with just this all the way up. All right, let's kind of mess around with that recycle, see what that gives. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's go to the second row. We've got shape, which is right here on the bottom left. Shape is actually going to adjust the tonality of the fuzz and the repeats of the delay. Reducing will add bass, increasing will increase treble, and once again, it kind of interacts with this recycle right here. So let's give it just a simple one. Okay, so let's see how it kind of interacts with that recycle. Let's get some time going up. interesting to say the very least. So kind of messed around with a couple of those switches right there. So your halftime is momentary and immediately reduces the delay time by 50% or more. When it's released, delay time ramps back up to the delay set on the time control. Speaking of the time control, it adjusts the delay time from 30 milliseconds all the way up to 600 milliseconds. And then that recycle increases the delay feedback, causing more echo repeats. Higher settings can cause runaway feedback, as we've already kind of seen here. So this thing makes a lot of noise, and it's pretty usable though in certain aspects. Like there's something about pedals like this where there's not like a stock sound. You got to kind of search for something, and it creates fun of when you actually get to, you know, mess around with the settings and find out what works best for you. The last thing that we have is this mod switch right here, which we haven't really messed with yet. Up position activates envelope controlled modulation. More noticeable at longer delay times. Intensity adjusted via, there's an internal trimmer in there. Haven't popped this pedal up and to take a look at that, but that is interesting. So let's hear what we got with this. Super rad. So there you have it, the Tumpus Fuzz from Monkey Riot pedals. Super rad pedal, very unique. If you guys want to check out all the cool stuff that Mike has to offer, I'll have all of his links to his website and socials linked down below. Pick yourself up a Tempus Fuzz. Let him know that Jake from Man the Helm sent you that way. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for hanging out, and we'll check all of you guys on the next video.